Hey there, YouTube land. Today, we're in a spooky old cemetery. Just kidding. We're in the old Turnpike Cemetery here in Cambridge. And here's the historical marker in it. Old Turnpike Graveyard, 1756, which I believe is the year of the first burial. Buried here are 40 Revolutionary soldiers and veterans of other wars. This sign was placed here in 1976 during the nation's bicentennial. As you can tell, there is a lot of old graves in here. So let's go check some of them out. As you can tell, I took the bike down here. It has a long bike ride from my house, but not too much for that bike. Let's have a look around. A lot of dried leaves, and somebody probably needs to mow this at some point. Here we have Samuel Day. He's one of the 40 Revolutionary War vets buried in here. And here's the marker they put here for the veterans. Ouch. I'm trying to clear it off, but a little bit hard to do. Samuel Day, 16th Albany County Militia, Revolutionary War. He was born in 1752, died in 1835. There's the veterans headstone, and there's his original one. Hopefully you could see that. And then, looks like over here, there's some family members or something. So there's that. And as you can see, some of these graves have some orange moss or lichens of some sort. I'm not too sure what they are. Here's one I had never noticed before. There's Janet McArthur, Mary McArthur, by the looks of it. One grave's from 1920, the other 1907, so these must have been among the last graves put in here. So that's kind of cool. Got some more old graves over here. Another Revolutionary War soldier. Let me just clear off this grave. A lot of pine needles. Daniel Wells, Orderly Sergeant, 16th Albany County Militia, Revolutionary War. Born November 7th of 1754 and died on May 6th of 1840. There's the veteran stone and his little marker. And there's the original headstone. And sometimes you could tell the date of a headstone by its design. I'll show you some older ones in here in a little bit. Here's a real old one. Looks like it got toppled over. It says, in memory of Leonard, son of Captain Daniel and Mrs. Hannah Wells. So this is old Captain Leonard's son, who died October 30th. Hold on. Hopefully I don't knock this stone down by doing this. There. October 30th of 1801. In the 19th year of his age. He was the same age as me when he died. But that was pretty common back then, as much as I don't like to say that, but it is true. So, alright, let's keep going. Here's an example of an older grave over here. So let's take a look. Probably kind of hard to read. But these graves like this typically date from the late 18th and early 19th centuries. I can't read it right now. I'll try to find one we can read better. See if I can find one. As you can see, like I said, it is a big cemetery. So here's another really old grave. Can't really read it. It's another Revolutionary War veteran. And if any of you are worried about me brushing the foot on there, don't worry, I'm being extremely careful. Obadiah Culver, 16th Albany County Militia, Revolutionary War, looks like 1728 to 1788. So like I said, a lot of these old graves of this style date from the late 18th century, early 19th century. For those of you that don't know your centuries, that is late 1700s and the early 1800s. Here's one that we might be able to read a little better. Joseph Culver, son of Mr. I can't really read that. And Mrs. Ann Culver. Bezaleel died in 1789. So, yeah. So, like I say, some of these graves go back to over 200 years ago. Here's some more. Here's another old 1700s grave. This one we might be able to read. Just gonna go over here. In memory of Mr. Thomas Cowaway, who died March the 9th, 1785, by the looks of it, in the 42nd year of his age. Now let's see what his veteran's headstone says. He was born in 1743, died in 1785. He was also known as Cowaway, or Galloway. So, it's a Scots-Irish name. Oh, here we go. Here's a perfectly preserved one. Trying to tread lightly. In memory of Mr. William McCauley, who died August 27th, 1778, in the 60th year of his age, and Mrs. Mary McCauley, who died December 28th, 1803, in the 86th year of her age. It's a wicked nice stone. Must be him and his wife are buried here. There's another Revolutionary War grave. Let me just see if I can, oops, got a tree above my head, guys. So bear with me. It's covered in pine needles. Oops, trying not to trip. Let me adjust that. Alright, let me get you so you can somewhat read it. John McCauley, 16th Albany County Militia, Revolutionary War, 1760 to 1788. So this guy wasn't very old when he died. It's pretty sad. Let's go. Let's keep exploring. Here's a cool one. In memory of, get in front of it. In memory of Major James Cowden of Cambridge, who died July the 30th, 1800, age 65, Revolutionary soldier. Remember me as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you will be. Prepare for death. Follow me. That was a common thing put on the old headstones. Here's some more veteran stones. So this one is Elizabeth Ashton and Major James Ashton. Elizabeth was born in 1728 and died in 1809. James was born 1730, died 1802. It's kind of a cool looking grave. It looks like a bed. Look like they're beds. So I guess that's kind of the idea. Another Revolutionary War vet. Memory of James Miller, 16th Albany County Militia. Revolutionary War, 1761 to 1834, also known as Millar. And there's the original headstone. Timothy Wells, 16th Albany County Militia, Revolutionary War. This one doesn't really give a birthday on the veteran stone, but this one's still legible. The orange moss stuff hasn't quite taken over. And by the way, if any of you know what this orange moss stuff is, feel free to let me know down in the comment section, and you'll teach me something new. So it says here, Mr. Timothy Wells, the eldest son of Captain Joseph and Mrs. Thankful Wells, was killed in an incident by the fall of a timber at the rafting of a large building, the 18th of October, 1784, in the 28th year of his age. In the dark womb of Providence, lays out of sight, nor learnt by sense, life's final period, how short the time, and what is the end, and what's the... I can't read the rest of it. It's kind of an interesting grave. Here's George Miller, Continental Line, Revolutionary War, 1731 to 1789. There's the grave. Alright, now I'm going to take you up to kind of a unique little thing. It's way in the back of the cemetery. See, there's a little, I'm not sure if it's an obelisk or what they would call it. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Quite a few rabbits around. Alright, so here's some old wall.